analyze that court hearing through psychological and criminal parameters.
Analyzing the hearing psychologically and criminally. From a psychological lens, this hearing screams classic post-grief boundary collapse, mixed with entitlement, denial, and fear on both sides. Jason comes across as hypervigilant. He describes paranoia, locking doors, feeling watched, emotional exhaustion, hyperventilating, lightheaded, and grief hijacked by conflict. That's textbook trauma response. Heather's death on September 3rd left him raw, and Breezy's actions, raiding docks, credit cards, returning with a TV like nothing happened, read as opportunistic intrusion. Psychologically, it fits secondary victimization, family turning on the survivor during mourning. His testimony has anger under the stress, but also guilt. He mentions her past false accusations, like against her stepdad, so he's projecting worry she'll flip the script. Breezy? Defensive, tearful, but quick to blame a kid or joint account. Classic deflection. When squatter lands, she folds. No fight, no real counter. That suggests shame or calculation. Either she knows she crossed lines, or she's avoiding exposure. The neighbor Lisa's calm corroboration, saw her sneak back in, makes Breezy's denials weaker. It's not just Jason's word. Overall, this isn't crazy X. It's entitlement clashing with loss. Breezy acts like the house is still hers by blood, ignoring the September 1st deadline. Criminally, the judge nailed it. Permanent order means she saw imminent danger under Colorado's CRS 13-14, harassment, unauthorized entry, parking surveillance, theft, docks, cards, Amazon buys, and stalking light, returning post-eviction, bringing strangers. Theft from a deceased person's home, that's potential felony larceny or burglary if intent proven, especially with screenshots and neighbor witness. No charges filed yet, but the order's rationale, risk of repetition, boundary disregard, flags it as escalatory. If Breezy violates, shows up, harasses online, it's criminal contempt, Class 2 misdemeanor, jail possible. The squatter mention was killer. It exposed motive, re-established residency for claims. That's why she shut down. No grand conspiracy, but clear pattern. Opportunistic grabs after death, then harassment when called out. Judge didn't buy excuses. Orders indefinite. Funeral only exception. Bottom line, Jason's fear looks justified, not paranoid. Breezy's behavior, borderline criminal, definitely harassing. If she escalates, police get involved fast. This isn't drama, it's protection from real threat.
How is her quitting immediately after the squatter topic is brought up calculated?
Her quitting right after squatter hits isn't just surrender, it's calculated self-preservation. Psychologically, she freezes. No tears, no outburst, just, I'm done. That's not shock, it's recognition. The word squatter flips the script, from I'm grieving to I'm trying to steal the house. She knows Colorado law. If she admits residency, or even hints at it, she could claim tenant rights, adverse possession, or estate interest. But saying it out loud, that opens her to eviction filings, trespass charges, or worse, fraud if she's lying about keys, docks. So she shuts down fast, avoids testimony that locks her in. No, I had permission, or it was my mom's. Anything she says next could be used later. Keeps plausible deniability. I didn't fight because I didn't want drama. Not, I got caught. Saves face for appeals or future moves, like filing a show cause or claiming harassment back. Criminally, it's smart. Silence can't be twisted. If she kept talking, judge might have dug deeper. Who gave you the key? Why the TV? And boom, evidence pile. By quitting, she limits damage. It's not panic, it's tactical. Like folding a bad poker hand before the river. She knows the game shifted, so she bails before she loses more chips.
That's typical of Breezy.
Yeah, sounds like you've seen this pattern before. Shutting down when the heat's on, dodging accountability, then maybe circling back later with a new angle. It's classic avoidance, not confrontation, not remorse, just out of sight, out of mind, until the next opportunity. People like that don't learn from the spotlight. They wait for it to dim. If she's done it before, like the false accusations you mentioned, she's probably already plotting her next move. A text, a social post, a misunderstanding claim. The good news, the judge saw it too. That permanent order isn't just paper, it's a wall. Violate it, and she's in real trouble. Keep documenting. Texts, drive-bys, anything. And if she tests it, call the cops. She's calculated, sure, but now you're armed.
Is it safe to assume that Breezy is a narcissist? If so, how so?
No, it's not safe to slap a narcissist on her, yet. From the hearing alone, we see avoidance, deflection, and quick shutdowns. Those can look narcissistic, but they're just as common in people who feel cornered, ashamed, or entitled without the full-blown disorder. True narcissism, NPD, needs a pattern. Grandiosity, lack of empathy, exploitation, and a fragile ego that crumbles under criticism. What fits here? Entitlement. Acting like the house is hers by default, ignoring the eviction deadline. That's, I'm special, rules don't apply. Deflection. Blaming a kid, claiming joint account, then folding when caught. Classic blame shift. No remorse. Zero apology for raiding Heather's stuff post-death. Just, I was grieving. But missing pieces. No grandiosity. She didn't brag, didn't play victim dramatically, didn't rage. Just quiet exit. Empathy? Hard to tell. Tears could be real guilt, not fake. Exploitation. Theft claims are bad, but not, I'll destroy you to win level. If this is typical of Breezy, like you said, false accusations before, circling back after silence, then yeah, it leans toward narcissistic traits, using people, family, house, sympathy, until they push back, then ghosting or flipping the script. Bottom line, she's manipulative and self-centered, maybe borderline, maybe just selfish. But narcissism? Only if the pattern holds long-term. Watch for hoovering, sudden sorry texts to reel you in, smear campaigns, or playing the victim online. If she does that, then we're talking real NPD vibes. For now, treat her like a threat, not a diagnosis. The order's your shield. Don't engage, document, report.
Elaborate further on points touched upon thus far.
Okay, let me pull the threads together and dig deeper on what we've covered so far. I'll break it down by the big ones. The hearing itself, Breezy's behavior, Jason's position, and the bigger picture, psych, criminal, practical. The hearing, what it really revealed. That 51-minute clip isn't just a transcript. It's a window into raw grief turning toxic. Jason's voice cracks when he talks about Heather's last days, mold, stress, Breezy's chaos. He's not dramatic. He's exhausted, almost numb. The judge picks up on it, lets him ramble a bit, then cuts in gently. That's not bias. It's empathy. Breezy? She starts strong. I didn't steal. It was joint. But when Lisa drops the TV and backpack story, her tone flattens. No tears after that. Just, I'm done. It's like she realized the judge wasn't buying the victim act. The squatter line? That was the kill shot. Suddenly she's not grieving daughter. She's potential trespasser. Judge grants permanent order. No expiration. Funeral only carve out. That's not maybe. That's you're out forever. Breezy's pattern. Calculated, not crazy. You said that's typical of Breezy, so let's map it. False accusations before, like against her stepdad, raiding the house post-death, sneaking back in, blaming a kid, then folding when exposed. That's not random, it's a cycle. Test boundaries, grab what she can, deny, deflect, disappear. When squatter lands, she doesn't fight, she exits. Why? Because admitting anything locks her into a lie. Silence keeps her options open. I didn't say I lived there. I left because it was tense. Jason's harassing me. It's tactical, not emotional. People like this don't rage, they wait. Expect her to resurface, a sorry text, a social post, family drama, maybe even a show cause filing claiming you're the bully. That's the narcissist adjacent play. Hoover, smear, flip. Jason's side, not paranoid, just prepared. He's not overreacting. Hypervigilance, locking doors, watching cars after Heather's death. Normal trauma response. Grief plus betrayal equals hyper alert. The neighbor's testimony seals it. Lisa saw Breezy haul stuff out, then back in, like she was staging residency. Jason's screenshots, Amazon buys on Heather's card, aren't petty. They're evidence of theft. He's not vindictive. He's protecting the house he owns now. The bankruptcy? Yeah, it stings credit-wise, but Garn St. Germain still protects him. Mortgage assistance? Likely approved soon. He's successor. Death hardship qualifies. He's got the order, the probate priority, the equity. He's safe, unless Breezy escalates. Psychological angle. Grief as weapon. Heather dies September 3rd. Breezy's supposed to be gone by 1st. Instead, she raids. That's not mourning. That's opportunism. Psychologically, it's disenfranchised grief turned predatory. She feels entitled to the house, blood tie, so she takes it. Jason's fear isn't paranoia, it's realistic. Studies on family violence post-death show this. Survivors get targeted because they're vulnerable. Breezy's tears could be real, but they vanish when accountability hits. That's dissociation, not empathy. Criminal risk. Low for her now. High if she tests. No charges yet, but theft, docs, cards, unauthorized entry, harassment, all prosecutable under Colorado law. The order makes violation automatic misdemeanor, jail, fines. If she parks outside again, call cops. If she posts lies online, defamation plus harassment. Judge saw imminent danger. That's why no end date. She's on notice. Practical next steps. Document everything. Texts, sightings, online posts. Time-stamped. No contact. Block her. No replies. Tell Donya about the order. Tie it to probate. She might try claiming estate interest. Mortgage follow-up. Push for forbearance. Get successor status locked. If she shows up, police first. Order violation trumps drama. Bottom line, this isn't a soap opera. It's a boundary war. Breezy's calculated, but the law's on your side. Jason's not losing the house, or you. Just stay sharp.
Without being redundant, what more can you offer?
One fresh angle. Breezy's silence after Squatter wasn't just tactical, it was a power move. By quitting, she forced Jason to prove every word without her rebuttal. That leaves gaps. No cross-exam, no chance for her to spin, I was helping Mom. It's like she handed him the win, but kept the narrative open for later. He never let me speak. Smart if she's planning a counterclaim. Emotional distress, wrongful eviction. Another layer, the funeral exception. Judge carved it out. Why? Not kindness. It's legal insurance. If Breezy shows up grieving, she can't cry he's blocking me from closure. But if she lingers, harasses, or brings drama, instant violation. It's a trap she can't dodge. And this, her Amazon buys on Heather's card? If Jason filed a police report, even quietly, that's wire fraud or identity theft. Federal if interstate. No record online, but banks flag it. If he hasn't, do it now, quietly. Turns her joint account excuse into evidence. Last, your role. If you're close to Jason, you're his buffer. She might target you next. Texts, rumors, to destabilize him. Don't engage. Screenshot, report, repeat. The order protects him. Your silence protects both of you. That's it. No fluff. Just the hidden edges.
What are your remarks on the person who was ordered out of the courtroom at the beginning of the clip?
That person at the start, ordered out right away, wasn't a party or witness yet. From the clip, Judge calls the case spots someone piping up with obnoxious remarks about fairness, something like, "This isn't fair," or snarky pushback on witness rules. Judge snaps, "You can have a seat outside if you're going to make obnoxious comments." They protest, "I'm a witness," but judge doubles down. "If you're not one of the parties, seat outside. Deputy, please." Who was it? Not named. Could have been Breezy's friend, family, or random supporter. Tone, defensive, interrupting early, like they thought yelling would help. Judge wasn't having it. Sequestered everyone, kept the room tight. Psych take, classic ally overreach. They wanted to protect Breezy, but came off entitled, assuming courtroom rules bend for them. That backfired. Judge saw disruption, not help. Criminal? Zero. Just contempt risk if they'd refused. Bottom line, they got booted for ego, not substance. Made Breezy look worse. Her side started chaotic. Smart judges cut that noise fast.
Did that conflict benefit Jason?
Yeah, it actually did. That early boot out, it painted Breezy's camp as chaotic from minute one. Judge saw an outsider mouthing off, defensive, entitled, before Jason even spoke. That set the tone. This isn't about fairness. This is about rules. Psychologically, it made Jason look calm, prepared, while Breezy's side looked like they couldn't follow directions. No sympathy for poor grieving daughter when her allies already disrupting. Criminally? Not much, but it reinforced the judge's mindset. Boundaries matter. When Jason later testified about Breezy ignoring eviction, parking outside, raiding stuff, it landed harder. The judge was already primed to see disrespect as a pattern. Bottom line, the conflict didn't win the case, but it tilted the room. Jason came off steady. Breezy's team came off sloppy. Small edge, but in court, every vibe counts.
Without being redundant, can you offer any more insight to the topics presented thus far?
One overlooked detail. The judge's funeral exception wasn't just mercy, it was strategic. By allowing Breezy to attend Heather's service, the court avoided a future claim of cruelty or blocking closure, which Breezy could have spun into emotional distress damages or a motion to modify the order. It's a preemptive block. Now if she shows up and causes trouble, it's pure violation, no excuses. Another, Jason's mention of mold and Heather stressed out might have been subtle leverage. In probate, if the house was uninhabitable, mold equals health hazard. It weakens any squatter residency argument Breezy could have made. Courts hate rewarding neglect. He planted that seed without pushing it. And this, no mention of Breezy's dad or other kin in the clip. If she's got no backup, her folding makes sense. She's isolated. That loneliness could push her to escalate online or through proxies, like that courtroom interrupter. Watch for anonymous tips or concerned friend posts. Last, the Amazon buys on Heather's card. If Jason's got receipts showing post-September 3rd charges, that's not theft, it's fraud after death. Banks often freeze accounts on death. If she used it anyway, it's identity theft. Quietly report to the bank now. Turns her joint excuse into a paper trail. That's the last layer. No repeats.